I'm watching Money Heist episode 3. It is a very hyped up K-drama on Netflix, and so this is my little take on what's going on. So here we go in terms of the K-drama reaction video. Let me see. And I'm Cricket. But yeah, I thought it'd be interesting. So the guy, I forgot his name because they all have code names for cities, and he has a code name, and he just got out of prison. His son is also part of the Money Heist gang, so I kind of wonder what happened with the family, that they are swindlers, robbers, I guess that's the best way to put it, grifters. So I kind of think that that's not a good idea, but what can you do? Sometimes families, I guess in this K-drama in particular, they work deals together. So the lead guy, who is the professor, at least I know that he has played in a lot of Korean drama movies or Korean drama series. And I do like him. I think the one that I like the most is the one where my star lover, or something like that, with a very famous K-drama actress. And it was very much like Notting Hill. His character was, I think, the equivalent of Hugh Grant on Notting Hill. And so, yeah, I mean, it's good. He was also in Old Boy, and that one was a creepy K-drama. I actually never watched that one just because that one was very disturbing for me. So I didn't watch that one, but I did see Lady Vengeance. I think it's from the same director. And that was with, I think, this lead lady who's the lead negotiator on this K-drama. So I actually should type up their names just because that way I know who I'm talking about. But the names are really difficult for me to remember. So yeah, that's what I'm kind of doing. Well, currently episode 3, it definitely started out with a bang. The guy who just came out of prison, his son with the long hair is like being chased. Oh, I think they're robbing a bank. So they've got a very strong Busan accent, very strong. And they're running away. Oh my goodness. It kind of reminds me of like when my family talks to each other, because it's like such a strong country accent. But yeah, ask me any questions about Korean dramas as I'm watching episode 3. I will later post this to my YouTube account just because I do K-drama recommendations and reviews. And so this is kind of a reaction video, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I think people want to watch with me, but I think because of copyrights, I can't do that. Maybe one day, because that would be fun. I know on Twitch and those types of live stream, you get to play games and together, but I am not at that level. I don't know how to do that. I mean, I think it would be worthwhile if somebody taught a class for that. I would take that class, but I don't know of any. If you all know of any classes that I could take that help to set up those types of situations for live streaming, that would be great, but I don't know. Oh, so the lead, she's not a lead, so she's one of the bank reserve ladies. She almost got shot by the guy with the long hair, but she didn't. Oh, she did. Oh gosh. Because at first they weren't, but now I think that he did shoot her. So that was kind of exciting, but not really. I don't know if I really like that type of. I actually don't really like Money Heist or Squid Games in terms of that genre, where it's extremely violent, very manipulative, very greedy. Like this is all money-based crime, which I don't think is good. I don't know. I mean, definitely it's not, I don't think it's sending a message, just like Squid Games. I don't know if it's really had an overall moral thing, but well, maybe. Like at the end of Squid Games, what I thought was interesting is that the guy, the very rich man who oversaw all of the games and kind of coerced people into the game, I think he did it to get to know his son better, but I don't know. We'll see. Hello. So, yeah. Hi. So right now, all of the prisoners or the captured individuals and the Money Heist gang, they're kind of all together. But, oh wow. Ha! Thanks, but you don't have to send me anything. I really appreciate it. But you are #1. But I had some viewers earlier. I think it's because they thought we would all get to watch episode 3 of Money Heist together. But I don't want to like do anything with copyright, and I don't know how that works. So, yeah. So it's summertime. 4th of July is over. And wow. So South Koreans and North Koreans are fighting amongst each other. Like the people who've been captured, they're like bickering. I think the high level of stress is kind of doing that. So they're all not doing so well. The funny thing about the girl who may have gotten shot, or she did get shot, she was involved with a married man who was head of the reserve or the money printing place. So it wasn't good. And he treated her very poorly at the end, right before the whole robbery took place. Yeah. Oh, now he's stepping on her hand and she's not flinching. But I don't know. I don't like this type of Korean drama. Tomorrow is very good. I really enjoyed Tomorrow, the K-drama. It was just such a good drama. There was like all these different little episodes in the entire series. So it wasn't like one long K-drama with one storyline. I mean, there was a backstory with all of the main characters and why it led up to it. But I think what had happened is that the little stories that made up each episode was really good. So I enjoyed that. That was good. I'm not able to really play any songs, I don't think, because of copyright issues. So I'm just kind of watching this drama, which it's kind of loud. It doesn't need to be as loud as it is. So, yeah. But Tomorrow was great. I thought Kim Hee-sun, she's really making a comeback because she's coming out with like this married drama. I wish I had all the names. If I had like a little book, I would, or I could just prepare better for these episodes. But she's coming out with a new K-drama, and it looks amazing because there's a guy in it from Sunbae Don't Put On That Lipstick. He's in there too. Well, I'm on the West Coast, and like all of my computer equipment doesn't have the time. I think I'm like 3 hours difference if you're on East Coast time. 2 hours different if you're on Central. So All of Us Are Dead, that one, it's coming out with season 2. Yeah, so Squid Game season 2 is coming out. All of Us Are Dead season 2 is coming out. And Sweet Home. So all these really scary cage dramas on Netflix is getting a season 2. For some reason, like more like zombie, scary, thriller kind of dramas come out again. I don't like the ones that are more like melodramas, like Penthouse, Love Featuring Marriage, Not Marriage and Divorce. Those had several seasons. The one cute drama that's came out is Yumi Cells, and Yumi Cells is 1 and 2. And I've heard rumors that season 3 is not going to happen. But there's only 12 or 14 episodes of Yumi Cells for season 2. So I'm pretty sure that they have to do season 3. It doesn't make sense for them to just cut it short. I think whoever is the director and the writers and the fans won't like it if they don't have the full season 3. Because that's where it's all leading up to season 3 because that's where she gets married. The Extraordinary You, is that the one? No, that's Love Alarm. I was thinking Love Alarm has a couple of seasons, and that's with Sung Kang, or the guy from Nevertheless and Sweet Home. I think Extraordinary You, it might be one that I didn't see. And I see a lot of K-dramas, but for some reason, like certain things, unless I can watch it immediately on Viki or Netflix, I don't watch it. And I actually specifically bought Disney. I bought Disney, thank you. I bought Disney to watch Soundtrack Number 1 with Park Hyun-sik and An So-hee. But I don't have a VPN, so I can't unlock K-dramas that are being played by Disney in Korea, and there's some that's really good. So what I should have done is get the Apple to watch Pachinko with Lee Min-ho. Oh my god! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh wow! So he fake shot her. Abyss. I thought Abyss was good, but I mostly like it because was So In-guk in that one? Or no, I think Nam Joo-hyuk. Nam Joo-hyuk was in Abyss. And it was about like an orb, and the orb was going back and forth to the love of his life. So it was good. I enjoyed it. I would definitely watch most any Nam Joo-hyuk K-drama. And so that's something that I thought was good about possible Yumi Cells season 3. Nam Joo-hyuk might be the lead role. But then someone in my stories said that they would have liked to see Park Bo-gum. So if Park Bo-gum is in it and he just got out of the military, I would definitely watch it, because Park Bo-gum, even though he isn't the most like masculine guy, he's got a very sweet kind of interaction with his female leads. So, thank you. Abyss, I'm not sure. I'm not quite. So Hotel de Luna, it got a lot of really good hype because IU was in it, and that one Korean guy lead, he was also in it. I got to episode 1 or 2, but it was scary, and I'm not into scary K-dramas. Like, I don't like zombie. I don't like witches or ghosts or things that pop out at you. So that's why I'm watching Money Heist while I'm doing a live, because I don't really want to watch it where it's really scary. Yeah, I know. And IU wore such amazing outfits, like her costumes and her styling was so good in Hotel de Luna. Like she looked her all-time best. The one that I really wanted a season two is the one where her and Lee Seung-gi were, or Lee Jung-gi were, he was like the king and he wore a mask, and then she like went back in time, and then there was like a whole entourage of princes. Oh gosh, which one was that? I forgot what one that was called, but that one was really good, and I was hoping that they would have a season two, so that way we could see modern day IU and Lee Jung-gi and all the brothers, and how like their romance would happen in current modern day time. And it was so good. I thought that the interaction between IU and Lee Jung-gi was like super like good. And she's like so young looking and innocent, so I just felt like it wasn't like the best match like initially, but then once I saw it in the drama, it was really good. So yeah. So this Money Heist, the one that I'm watching right now, episode 3, it's good, and it really reminds me of Reservoir Dogs, like just the camaraderie and kind of like Ocean's 11. I watched True Beauty, and I think that's the one with, oh no, that's Gangnam ID. True Beauty. Who was in True Beauty? Park Seo-joon? I need an extra like device so that I can look up all this stuff. True Beauty, I think I watched it. It's with Moon Ga-young. Moon Ga-young. Isn't it with, yeah, Cha Eun-woo, Moon Ga-young, and then it must be, Seo-joon must be the other guy in the leopard underwear who came out of the bathroom dancing. I like Cha Eun-woo. I think that he's like, between the two, I would pick Cha Eun-woo. Yeah. Mostly because like I liked him in also the historian rookie or whatever, rookie historian. That one was good too. I don't really like historicals, but it's okay. So isn't he in a new K-drama, Seo-joon, in Why Me? It's like a law slash university Nuna romance. Like, I don't know. I need to watch it. I watched a few episodes, but I had it playing in the background while I was doing something else. So I didn't watch it completely. I didn't watch it 100%. Mostly because, I don't know. The age gap was kind of weird. Like, Nuna romances are great. Like, they're fun, but there's not a lot of chemistry between them. I thought it was more fun with True Beauty. And True Beauty also really reminded me of The Heirs. Like, if you didn't watch The Heirs, Kim Woo-bin, Lee Min-ho, and Park Shin-hye was all in The Heirs. And it was kind of like similar high school, where the lead girl was kind of a dorky, nerdy girl, and then Kim Woo-bin was the mean guy. Although Seo-joon wasn't mean. Here comes my dog. The doggy is mad because the delivery person is here. Shh. 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 Yes, doggy is mad. But yeah. Oh, I did see Sound of Magic with Ji Chang-wook and Seo-joon. But with that one, like, I love musicals. Like, I love going to shows. I love musicals. But for me, it wasn't like amazing. Like, it did not hold my attention. There's something a little bit too dark about it. Like, it was kind of not, It didn't hold my attention, but I did watch it kind of in passing the whole time. Like he was good, like he stuck up for the girl. I don't recall him singing. I remember Ji Chang-wook singing. Like for me, I'm a big Ji Chang-wook fan. Like I really liked him in K2. I thought he did a great job. I think he carried that drama because like the lead female, she was so wafy and so like fragile. Like she didn't really like that's not the lead actress character that I enjoy. Like Jun Ji Hyun for me, she was in My Sassy Girl the movie like decades ago. She was also in Legend of the Blue Sea with Lee Min Ho. That one's a really good one. And then she was in Mount Jiri recently. I didn't like that one. It was just kind of like whatever's. I do like K-pop, but I like old school K-pop. So the K-pop that I listen to is very, very, very old. Like when I used to go out with friends. Like very, very, very archaic. Like BTS is good, and the only reason why I watch or I've heard of BTS is because it's on the radio. They like crossed over to mainstream, so they're all like, you know, they're on all the like they show up on Jimmy Fallon and all of those different nighttime shows. I think they even went to the White House like recently, and then like some Republican individuals, they tweeted something about BTS, and then the BTS army like went after them. Yeah, it's like that was interesting. And then but I do like them, and I used to have their music as part of my background when I posted. So I know a lot of their songs because I used to have BTS and Blackpink be a lot of music behind stuff that I would post. Because I post K-drama stuff, so K-pop music is good. Okay, but you're not gonna really know. Okay, so if I had to pick a bias, oh, maybe you would know. Okay, if I have to pick more recent, I would pick... Okay, this is hard for me. Okay, I would pick G-Dragon from Big Bang. Mostly because of his style. Like, he just seems very cool. Like, his Instagram feed always seems like super cutting edge, very like rock and roll or hip hop. Like, he collaborates with Chanel and all these top brands and Nike. Like, he himself just seems very cool, and he is part of the YG family. And I like have so BTS. Okay, if I have to pick somebody from BTS, and I would pick V, because his style's very cool. He was in Hwarang, which is the K-drama. So he was in a K-drama that I watched. So he's really the only one where... And his style on Instagram is very cool. And I heard from a singing coach, like I saw it on the news somewhere, that BTS, not only are they really good and popular, but they are able to sing very well. Like they can hold the pitch very well, that they're very good with their vocals. Like they have the vocals to back up their popularity. You know, I think Jimin was like big. Isn't he big? Kind of big. You know who else that I like more because they're more hip hop is Card. So Matthew is on Card, Joseph is on Card, and then those two girls, they're in Card. And I do like their music because they're more hip hop, and I enjoy hip hop. Oh, you know, I went to Vegas and I saw SM, like a huge show for SM. Like, gosh, this was a while ago. So DBSQ, which is Dongbang Shingi, they were in there. And okay, so I actually got to go backstage and see some of the live the live singers. I guess I got to see some of the artists. So I got to see DVXQ or so. I mean, they've changed their name so many times, but Yoon Ho was back there, and he's very tall, very attractive, very attractive guy. There was also the guy from Let's Eat. He was there. Some of the female K-pop artists were there. I've seen 17 on TikTok videos, but Stray Cats, like for some reason I'm following Stray Cats TikTok. So every once in a while they'll show up. I loved Shiny, like I like Shiny, Super Junior, Shinhwa, Rula, Solid. Those are all like from 20, like some of them are from 20 years ago. So you're maybe not going to know, but that's when I really enjoyed K-pop. Finkel, SES, Lee Hyori, like all of them, they were my time when I really enjoyed Korean K-pop music. I also like Jinushin, which is a duo, kind of like rapper slash R&B singer. They came out with like a 20 or 25 year anniversary. That's crazy. I can't believe it's been so long. But I do like new music, and for me, I was never into techno or rave or like house. I've always been into more R&B and hip hop, old school hip hop and old school Korean hip hop. Twice, I've heard of Twice and To Anyone. Okay, I like To Anyone. They're a little more recent with CL and Sandra Park and gosh, I can't remember her name, but I do like To Anyone. I thought that they have a very good sound, and I think YG Family is way more hip hop than any of the other ones. JYP is kind of more dance. SM is just, they just make money. Like I like Suzy. Suzy's really good. Like Suzy Bae. She's really good. I forget what K-pop group she was in, but she's really good, and I really enjoy her acting. Like I love the dramas that Suzy is in, like a Startup with Nam Joo Hyuk. That was really good. And then also, why are they fighting? Oh, they're fighting. I don't know why they're fighting. I was talking too much. But yeah, Shiny was really good. And like, there's been, ooh, oh my God. That's crazy. Oh, bye. That's insane. She got shot in the leg to escape or to try and get out of this hostage situation. And the guy helped her. Ugh. They're now just beating each other up. This is like a free-for-all. And some of these characters, they look brand new. I don't really remember who they are. Oh. I think it was unnecessary for her to like get shot, actually. Oh! That was brutal. These people are like WWF fighting. World Wrestling Federation. Episode 3, Money Heist. It's gotten better. I don't. She should just try and escape. She's like sitting there writing a letter to the guy that's not even nice to her. But that's kind of on her because, like, it seems she knows he was married. So she was, like, messing around with a married man, which is not cool. Then she wanted him to leave his wife. So she's a little bit shady on, that's not cool. Like, there's like billions and billions of people in the world. There's no reason to try and date a married person. Ooh, she's found. Oh, but somebody else found him. Helsinki, Sweden. I kind of feel like this man, they're wearing wigs and not because it's part of their character. I think, like, for some reason, they decided to put on a very strong wig hairline thing. I still don't understand. Like, they've got this joint security or financial, economic security, joint economic area between North and South Korea. And somehow the professor wanted to rob that one place, which I find strange. Like, of all the places to rob, like, why rob someplace that involves North Korea? Very odd to me. Very strange. So this grandma who just came on the screen on Money Heist episode 3, she always plays really mean, awful characters, so I don't know if she's actually playing a good character or not. And it looks like her granddaughter just got taken. Maybe she's the housekeeper, but I'm not sure why she just got taken. But ask me any K-drama questions if you have anything in terms of Korean drama news or anything that you're interested in talking about or chatting about with Korean dramas. That is my niche. I don't think this Money Heist entourage is a cohesive group. They're all kind of in it for themselves because it's really money based. So I kind of find it interesting that they have a singular goal, which is to rob this money reserve area in an economic joint area. But I don't know. I kind of feel like this drama writer really made a stretch. And everybody's pointing guns at each other. Like this, they're definitely not cohesive. This Money Heist group, they are a free-for-all. They don't have any kind of, like, they're all pointing their guns at everybody. Oh, wow, this guy is pointing 2 guns. I think because of the stress of being trapped in this money reserve with possibility of no way out, they're all getting agitated and trying to go after each other. This is not like I think they were trying really hard to mimic Squid Game's, I guess, infamy, popularity, like with it being violent, with the kind of like a little bit of costuming, but it's not up to that level. And I heard from another TikToker that Attorney Woo is surpassing Money Heist in Korea because it's just very cute, innocent, very sweet, very entertaining. So I'm actually wondering, I mean, I'm going to finish Money Heist because there's only like 6 or 8 episodes or 7. It's not a full whole 16 episode series. It's shorter, and I do want to know what the point of this K-drama is. So we shall watch it to the end, but I'm kind of thinking it's this K-drama is not for me. Like there's not even anything that interesting in the like outside of the reserve. Like the inside of the reserve, they're all trapped, but they're not doing anything interesting. At least with Squid Games, they played games. There was like backstabbing, although there's backstabbing in Money Heist as well. Like they were just pointing guns at each other. But there was something more psychological about the Squid Games over Money Heist. And I never watched the US version of Money Heist, so I don't really know if there's anything that much better about the original. I'm guessing there was, because otherwise why would they make a Korea Money Heist? Because it wouldn't make sense to do a remake if it was unpopular. But I don't really see it as great. I find this to be a little bit lackluster. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions about Korean dramas. Oh, the negotiator's daughter was just taken by, I think, the father. And she's saying that there's a restraining order on him. So that's not good. There seems to be a lot of that type of social media on TikTok with a lot of individuals having family problems. So I guess K-drama land also has that. But again, let me know if you have any questions about K-dramas. This interaction between the professor and the negotiator, I also don't really find it very interesting. They're trying to make it where she was interested in him because, she was a divorced woman. And he's, an attractive cafe owner, and she was going over there to have meals. But I don't really see it. I don't see that much dynamic interaction between the two of them. And also, he's trying to play the nice guy, and he's like the reason why she's there. Like, he is the mastermind behind this money heist. So I don't find that that's a good thing either. The best Korean drama for year 2022, it's between two K-dramas, and they're both on Netflix. I would say Ocean Blues, because it has an all-star cast. Like, they brought in some A-list actors and actresses, or My Liberation Notes. Both of them are very plain stories in terms of everyday life. Like Ocean's Blue is about about a group of high school friends that are now in their mid years, and just their life at Jeju-do Island. And then My Liberation Notes, it's actually a very twisty, kind of well-written K-drama, but again, just very ordinary life in Seoul, and then a family. But then the guy, Mr. Gu, who is kind of like the female lead's love interest, he has an interesting backstory. But those are very like not high expense K-dramas. Like there's no CGIs, there's no like blockbuster car chases or any kind of big action-packed thing. It's more kind of like telling the lives of people's stories. So that's why I think it's interesting. But it's definitely not like, I don't think it's for everyone, especially if you're into like thrillers or very visually stunning K-dramas. What type of K-drama do you like? And I can make a recommendation because I've watched many. Although I don't really watch scary ones. I'm more into like less psychologically scary ones. But if you have a genre, I could probably tell you one that's current or one that's like old, depending on what you prefer. And also like where you normally watch it. Like for me, I watch it off of Netflix and Viki. Well, if you have Netflix, something that was very popular, so two of the popular ones, of course, is Squid Games. It was #1 on the Netflix chart for quite some time. It's very violent, very kind of twisted. They got really big kudos worldwide. Okay, so you've seen that one. But if you liked, so Money Heist is kind of trying to be the same as Squid Games, but I'm not feeling it. It just kind of, there's a lot of gun pointing and yelling and like violence and bickering, but there's nothing that interesting with the storyline. Crash Landing on You, that one, for whatever reasons, also about North Korea and South Korea, but it's very much more of a love story, and it's very charming if you're kind of into rom-coms. And I saw a lot of people on TikTok where I wouldn't have thought that they liked Korean dramas, because like, you know, they're more like, they look like, you know, like it was more men that were really into like Crash Landing on You. Like the wives were filming their husbands or their dads, and they were watching their reaction, watching Crash Landing on You. I'm like, oh, that's so cute. Like he's so into it, but you know, he looks more like he would be into like watching sports or, you know, not K-drama, especially not Crash Landing on You. I could see how Squid Games appealed to a lot more people just because it was like so different and kind of like mind-bendy, and you know, the psychology around it, or like the psychopath of it. But yeah, Squid Games was crazy. The other one that I saw that's like really like wild, I haven't seen it yet, but people who watched it in the movie theater were like, oh, somebody must have been on like psychedelics when they wrote this. But it's with Michelle Yeoh, and it's Everything All at Once, or something about something all at once, or it's kind of like the metaverse and like everything happening all at once, and it's like super crazy. But I haven't watched it. I heard it was good. And I really like Michelle Yeoh. One of the movies that I loved her in was Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and that was like a couple of decades ago at this point. amazing, with Chow Yun Fat and the one at the time, she was a very young actress. What's her name? I forget her name, but that was really good. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, not Korean. It's a China, Beijing. I believe it's Beijing. That movie was really good. Michelle Yeoh, she's from, I think, Taiwan or Singapore. Chow Yun Fat was a huge Hong Kong movie star. And the lead actress, the young girl, I think she's from Beijing, China. But that one, so good. Like the storyline, amazing. Like I really, really liked Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. But then I also like kung fu martial arts movies. I like Korean TV series, but I prefer Japanese or Chinese movies. I just think that they were, at the time when I was watching movies, they were much better. But now, with nowadays, it looks like Korean movies are coming up as well. Like Parasite, that did really well. See, all they're doing in Money Heist is just pointing a gun and screaming at each other. I don't find that to be very interesting. Although I am talking a lot on this TikTok live, but I don't find any, like, and they're just now pointing guns at each other again. At least with Squid Games, like, it was, they got to play different games, so we got to watch different games in action, and then there was more camaraderie. Like the two younger girls who played that one game, like who could get the rock closer to the wall, that was such a great scene. Like that was like so heartfelt. Like that just was like, oh gosh. And everybody had such a good backstory why they needed the money. This one is just like, they're just like robbers. They're like robbers who are greedy and they want the money. They're saying it's good, but I'm watching it. I don't know if I like it. It's kind of like eh. But then I also don't like this thriller / violent style of K-dramas. I prefer like more low-key, more story-based, more mellow dramas, not violent dramas. Although, if you do like kind of mind-bending dramas, it's not even mind-bending. I guess it's more like a lot to do with psychology. It's Okay Not to Be Okay with Kim Soo-hyun and Seo Ye-ji. That one is about a psych ward and the individuals in the psych ward, and kind of like a love story between a girl who's pretty much a sociopath and a guy with an autistic brother. So that one was really good. But I also really like Kim Soo-hyun. I keep hearing about Stranger Things. Like, I think Winona Ryder is in it, and I am a huge Winona Ryder fan. Like, I really loved her in the movie, like actually all of her movies, like Dracula, that Seattle movie, Reality Bites, Heathers, Beetlejuice. She was Johnny Depp's girlfriend. That was kind of big news back in the day. They were like such an amazing couple. They were like so beautiful. They were edgy, rock and roll, kind of goth, because you know she had like that dark hair, very pale skin. They were just such an amazing couple. And then all of that Amber Heard, Johnny Depp thing happened, and like I didn't watch it on whatever TV show it might have been aired on, but for me, like listening to some of the excerpts on TikTok, she just was, in my opinion, a terrible person towards Johnny Depp. And I watched Johnny Depp back in the day with 21 Jump Street. And he was in Edward Scissorhands. I wasn't really that into Pirates of the Caribbean series. Like, it's kind of like whatever. Although Orlando Bloom, the first one, Orlando Bloom, Johnny Depp, that was like the top of the top. Orlando Bloom is a good actor. Really liked him as Legolas in all of the like Lord of the Rings and then the Hobbit series. Like, that guy's set. Like, and then now he has a kid with Katy Perry, and he had a kid with Miranda Kerr, the Victoria's Secret supermodel. Orlando Bloom, he made an amazing Elf. Johnny Depp is amazing. And he just, like, there's just excerpts from the court hearing where he was reading his text messages and him responding to questions. It's like, he is just a very charismatic individual. Lots of charisma, very like strong presence. And I feel like he is a good person. Like, he just seems very genuine, like, very, as much as a A-list star can be. Like, I'm sure like they go through a different not reality, but they have a different lifestyle. But he's cool, and now he has been vindicated. The truth has set him free. So I'm happy for Johnny Depp. I feel like he's just... But, I think I had a huge crush on him back in the day, 21 Jump Street. He was like, not your typical Hollywood star back then. Because it was more like very... Not him. I am watching Money Heist, episode 3, the Korean version. And I guess I'm not that into it because I'm talking more than I'm actually watching it. There's a lot of yelling. There's a lot of gun pointing. Right now they're doing a backstory on the father-son pair, why they're bank robbers and thieves. And just a lot of screaming and gun pointing. Like, not that interesting. I do like the North Korean accent. I think it just sounds like cute. For some reason, their lilt is a little bit different. The thing about Money Heist is that the episodes are not an hour. They're like an hour and a half. So I almost feel like they drag out each episode. Like, I feel like they should have made the episodes 45 minutes to 50 minutes and made them more impactful. Like, better storyline. And like, yeah, it's great that they've got hundreds of extras in the background scenes, but I don't think it's necessary. Like, I think this was a very expensive K-drama to watch, to shoot, but it's just kind of mediocre. Like, they have a really good building, they have a ton of costumes, they've got a lot of extras, a lot of scenery, and but yeah, I would give this a C overall, like 3 stars, 3 out of 5 stars. Actually, I kind of want to give it 2. Like, if it weren't for the fact that I'm going to watch this entire series, I would have stopped watching it a while ago. But I made a commitment to watch it on TikTok Live and then give my recommendation and my overall review of it. But I don't really think it's good. Oh, now this father is trying to expose himself so that his son can get away. So now they're going to try to negotiate, but I don't see that it's going to. Like, the son and the father are not even cohesive. Like, they're not on the same page. Like, the father came, like, now they're fighting in front of, like, this whole firing squad. The father got out of jail. The son is, and he said he wanted to get a new life. Oh. Yeah, well, I do like some shows, but this one I'm like, it's not that good. Oh. Like, they're running around trying to act very macho with guns. I don't know. It's not taking a lot of acting skill set, in my opinion, for this drama. Oh my gosh. Well, now it got more interesting because snipers are going to get at them. This is not going well for the robbers. Like, they just lost their shot at negotiating to leave. And then, like, what were they thinking? Like, obviously, if they get let go because they pretend that one of them is a hostage, the other hostages are going to come out and identify them. This story is not making sense. Okay, now all of them are coming out. But now you don't know which one. Yeah. Well, this part did get interesting. So a bunch of them just came out. Maybe they're the robbers, maybe they're hostages pretending to be robbers. I don't know if it's confusing, as it's just not well done. I'm definitely not a fan of this money heist. And I heard that The Attorney Woo, which is a new Korean drama, is doing much better in Korea. So, and now we're back to the girl who got shot in the leg. I don't know. The And you know what? Another thing, because there's just like, I think with Money Heist, there's just a lot of guns. I just realized this right now. There's a lot of guns in this drama. And with things going on in the world in the United States, I just don't feel like that's a good thing to show on TV, even though it's a make-believe TV show. Like this, like they're showing automatic rifles. Like, and everybody can have their own opinion about being able to have their right to bear arms, but yeah, I have friends with automatic rifles. Like, what are they gonna do with it? Like, what's the point? Like, who goes hunting like that? That's not an art. That's just mowing down like deer or so. I don't know. That's my opinion. Yeah, maybe that's another reason why I'm not enjoying this K-drama. Like, I just don't want to watch like people getting shot. Like, that's just not entertainment, especially with all the things that are going on in the news right now. Like, who wants to watch that? Although I am, because I said I was going to watch it. Maybe it's giving me a little bit of a headache too. It's like they're just yelling. Not as action heavy. Well, oh yeah, so we were talking about Stranger Things before I got sidetracked. But yeah, I love Winona Ryder. I heard she was in that series. And like it's on season 4 or something. And I used to, when I was a kid, read Stephen King, all of his books. I read Clive Barker, which even is more twisted. Read a lot of like whodunits, Anne Rice. I don't know why I was reading like scary books as a child, but now it's not as much. Like, I just don't want to be scared. And I used to watch Twilight Zone when I was little too, and that freaked me out as well. Yeah, and I heard that it's a good show. I'm kind of, because I have limited time and I'm trying to like build out a Korean drama community, I don't really watch US based shows aside from The Mandalorian, Marvel World, Star Wars World, and X-Men, and also, one guy just got shot, and I think it was the guy who was the head of the reserve. And I also watched Game of Thrones. So Game of Thrones was amazing, except for the last season. I feel like they just rushed it. I feel like the showrunners and the people who are behind the scenes for the last season of Game of Thrones, they're just like, oh, let's just like wrap it up. We're done here. Like, just hurry it off. So the last season was just so disappointing. Like Daenerys, like she became like Hitler at the end, like with like her army of, and then that was just sad. And then like how Daenerys died with Jon Snow just kind of stabbing her very quietly. It wasn't like a big thing. Like she just got offed by, the person that was supposed to love her. That was and then, her dragon, like the dragon saw Jon Snow kill his mother, basically. And he just like picked up his mom and like flew off. I'm like, oh, because I think he also knew. The dragon also knew that Daenerys just went crazy. And then, of course, the queen, the Lannisters, like, the incestuous twins who had like a bunch of babies who all like got offed. Like, they just had the roof cave in on them. That was like so underwhelming. Like, where was the big to do? And then the Snow King, like if we have, I'm going to complain about that too. like the little girl just like flew out of the bushes and stabbed him, and then all of the snow army died, like all the ice people died. I was just like, that was also underwhelming. Like you just kind of feel like this big buildup, and then like everybody just kind of just kind of like just offed them. And then, since I'm still on the complaining side for the end season 6 of Game of Thrones, like at the end they like, it was it Brandon, like the guy, one of the wolf offsprings, like he became the Lord of the Seven Kingdoms. But it was kind of like a community, like a committee. It was almost like a socialist type of thing. That was super disappointing as well. Like, okay, yeah, he got voted into the leadership position, but all the magic that was like that had happened to lead up to this big ending, it was just like, okay, they like voted in a leadership team, it's a committee, it's almost kind of like, not to be political, but it's almost like very communist like, because of, and I guess that could be historical, because whenever like an abusive monarchy happens, then there is an uprising, and then communism sometimes happens, like you saw it in Russia, you saw it in China. Definitely didn't see it in England, because I think the Queen has a very heavy ruling fist, iron fist. Yeah, the last season was terrible, and it had so much potential. So I'm actually waiting for that guy. I forget the author's name. It's very long, but I'm waiting for his last book to come out. So I read the whole series, all 5 books, while commuting on a train. And I thought it was great, because there was a lot of different sub-stories that happened that did not happen in the HBO. There's a lot of K-drama tier lists. Like there's a whole bunch. And I kind of, if I can get momentum into it, I would do that, like my top 2022 list, my current recommendations, my all-time favorites. The list keeps changing, kind of like depending on the moment. But yeah, and even summertime, like dramas that I will rewatch because it's the summer, because it's like they have, certain clothing, certain foods, so that like I like watching it during the summertime. And then there's seasonal wintertime dramas that I really like to watch over and over again, because it's like wintertime dramas. You can watch it on Viki. You can watch some dramas on Viki, which is viki.com. And Viki, I think Viki and I follow each other, but I don't know if you could see that. But anyways, if you see my TikTok feed, you'll see Viki being tagged. So Viki, you can watch free Korean dramas. They may not be like the most current, because I think they wait a while to give paying subscribers like a first go at watching it, because that's like one of those things that you get because you're a paid membership. But there's a lot that's free if you want to watch something without all the pop-ups, because sometimes when you go on Korean drama sites, they'll have all these pop-up things. They're sketchy. Like I feel like they put malware onto your computer. Viki doesn't have that, and Viki has apps that you can download to your phone, to your iPad. I'm watching this on Kindle, my Kindle Fire. Yeah, pop-ups. I feel like they might have malware on it. So I don't go onto certain websites. Netflix, I have the $9.99 a month Netflix subscription service because they tried to up my service fee, and I'm like, I'm not paying additional. Like, I already have Viki, I have Netflix, I have Disney, which is, I tried to buy Disney to watch Korean dramas, but the VPN, like, there's something that it's being blocked. Well, Netflix is $9.99 in the United States if you buy like the minimum one. $9 is not bad. Like, that's 2 cups of Starbucks coffee. Like, and plus, like, for me, it's worth it because I do K-drama reviews and stuff, and I'm trying to build out a community. So if I didn't have it, like, I wouldn't be able to watch most of the dramas that are current and that are very popular right now. And you could, like, I know some people, they're very good about searching it out on YouTube and stuff, but for me, like, I can't. Like, I don't have that capability of mining YouTube to get the most recent one. And plus, they get copyright strikes and stuff, and so they cut off those ones pretty quickly. Oh, well, I need to stop this review because now I'm into episode 4 and I don't want to move ahead to episode 4 because I'm going to watch that tomorrow. But it was nice chatting with you. So have a good rest of your day. Thank you for joining me on episode 3 of Money Heist, and stay tuned for the next live so that way we could watch episode 4 together. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.